Hi guys, welcome. Today I am going to talk to you about the importance of having a guru. My guru always said, in life you should always have a guru and guri. Guru in the sense teacher and guri is goal. So if you have guru and guri in your life, nobody can defeat you. Now the question is whether you should really have a mentor, and what are the attributes of having a mentor, and how you can become a very good disciple or student. See, now I want to teach you this by telling you a story. Once upon a time there was a small boy who was in search of a guru. So what happened was, he had a checklist. He wanted to go through some checklist before he found his perfect guru. So what he did was, he wrote the points on the paper and he went on for months together and years waiting for that perfect guru. But he could not find one. And one fine day, he found that most of his checklist was available with one particular person, and he went to him and said, I surrender on to you because I believe that you are the perfect guru according to my checklist. So the guru told him, okay, now you have found your perfect guru. Even I have a checklist of a perfect disciple. Let me also complete my checklist. So he said, okay, fine, no problem. You can have your checklist checked. So he said, in my checklist, if you want to become my disciple, then you will have to do one thing. The first demand is, you should not ask questions for 24 hours. Can you do that? He said, yes, fine, no problem, I can do it. He said, absolutely no questions, because if you ask even one question, I'll not take you as my disciple or a student. He said, okay, fine, I'll do that. So the guru wanted to test him. What he did was, he asked him to take a bucket and the rope which was lying there besides him. This boy, he went and he picked up the bucket and he came, and he also took the rope, but he noticed that the bucket was open from the bottom. There was no bottom at all for the bucket. So he was wondering, why did the guru asked him to carry a bucket with no bottom. He went on with that for a long walk, and during that walk he tried his best not to look at the bucket, because that curiosity inside was there to ask the question, right? So he did not want to ask that question, so he did not have a look at that bucket. What happened was, as they went near a well, the guru asked him to tie the bucket to the rope and put it down in the well, and the disciple did it so. But while doing, his frustration was building up. Arey, a bucket with no bottom, what will I do by putting it in well? I think I have met a wrong person. So these things were going in his mind, and suddenly what happened was, he said, okay, pull some water out of that bucket. He started pulling it, and then when that bucket came out, the guru said, go and put some water to the plants. Now it was height. This boy was frustrated and he said, a bucket which has no bottom, you are asking me to put it inside the well, take some water and water the plants. I think I have come at the wrong place. So at that point, the guru says, you should surrender completely to your guru. Because what I have experienced in life, godly experiences that I have experienced out of meditation and all other kriyas, if you cannot unconditionally accept this one small thing, how will you accept my other preachings? How will you learn? So it is very important that you completely surrender to a guru. So if in your life you want a guru, then you should learn to completely surrender, because a person who has questions will always keep questioning. But if you have an attitude of surrender, only then you will find your perfect guru. May your guru appear soon. Thank you so much.